Now, some people think of God only as being an invisible spook of some kind, even worse than a whole lot less than the air that we breathe. Yes, they think of God as being some invisible nothingness out in nowhere. They think of Him as some abstract quality, some invisible something out there that we cannot see, we never will see, we never will be able to look upon Him. He doesn't have any form, He doesn't have any body, He doesn't have any bodily parts, He doesn't have any soul, He doesn't have any soul passions, appetites, emotions, feelings, desires, anything of that nature. And that He doesn't have a personal spirit, He doesn't have any intellect, any willpower, any choice power, anything. I wouldn't mind standing before a God like that in a million judgments of the future. If He couldn't see me, if He couldn't hear me, if I never will see Him, I wouldn't worry about that at all. But since the Bible teaches a personal God, and that we're going to give an account to a person visibly before us, then we shake in our boots sometimes. we want to sort of live somewhat right, looking forward to that day. Yes, the Bible teaches that God will be seen in all eternity to come. In Revelation 22 verses 4 and 5, we read, they shall look upon His face. Do you know what a face is? Well, that's what it's talking about. They shall look upon His face. His name shall be on their foreheads, and they shall reign forever and ever, referring to the saints. God has been seen in numbers of times in times past, beginning from the Garden of Eden right on through to the days of Abraham when God had a good goat dinner with him in the plains of Mamre. And right on through into the book of Exodus, we read of 74 elders. They saw the God of Israel and did eat and drink. Isaiah saw the Lord high lifted up. Daniel here in Daniel 7 tells us he saw Him sitting on a throne. Why, men have seen God as recorded all through the Bible. Whether you want to or not, you're going to see God, because every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess that Jesus Christ is Lord of the glory of God the Father. It's not going to be some invisible kneeling and confession either. It's going to be something visible. So there will come a time when God the Father will come to the earth. There will come another time in which He will move His capital city down to the planet Earth to actually walk among men, and they will see Him in visible form, just like we see each other now. For He shall dwell with them, and they shall be His people, and God Himself shall be with them and be their God. Jesus Christ is also going to be on earth in visible form in those days. People think of Him many times, even throughout Christendom, as being some invisible something. But He's got a real body. Same body that was put in the grave came out of the grave. Zechariah 13:6 tells us, one shall say unto me in that day, what are these wounds in your hand? And he will say, these are they that I received in the house of my friend. Ezekiel, in the 40th to the 48th chapters, gave quite a lengthy prophecy of the second coming of Christ and the establishment or building of a millennial temple, and of the sacrifices and the offerings, the new moons of feasts, and all the solemnities of the house of Israel, and told us how there would be a river flowing out from under that sanctuary, trees growing on both sides, and how that a city would be built to the Lord, 12 miles square. And the very last chapter of Ezekiel, the very last verse, tells us the name of the city shall be, from that day and forward, the Lord is there. But in the 43rd chapter of Ezekiel, in verse 7, the prophet made this statement concerning the visible, literal feet of Jesus Christ. It reads like this, Son of man, the place of my throne, the place of the soles of my feet, the place of the soles of my feet, where I will dwell in the midst of the children of Israel forever. And my holy name shall the house of Israel no more defile, neither they nor their kings by their whoredom in high places.